Today, I think it's March 24th. It's 1:58. My dear relative out of town was attacked by this force they're trying to send me. Last night they tried to kill me. This morning they tried to kill me. And if I had not gone online and someone had not told me the person that was on my property last night used to be either a police chief or a police officer, if I had not told you, I would be dead. They were really trying to destroy my heart. And they said they had put my mother, trapped her soul, and put her in space because I would not surrender my property to Justin, bretz, Sara, dyer, and decicco, and who's working through John Saul. So, as you're well aware, I had a dream when I was very young. After I met Frankie Valli, was to work with him, and I took $10,000 and I went and promoted him out of my pocket when they were trying to blackball him. He said, in concert, I've been blackballed. I went to his management everywhere, and I let people have it. I'm like, you better respect him. I started knocking on record label doors, because when I saw him in concert, I saw a godly man. And when he sang, it's the first time I felt my soul go right up to heaven. And I thought any man who has the kind of gift of God that can use their soul and their voice to make you feel better about life than you do in reality, take you to a higher plane, which I felt like was with God, I have to be in that room. So there was nothing I wanted more. And I worked and worked and worked. I did songs. I just made it my ambition from high school on. And I'd get on a Greyhound to go somewhere and try to do work for him just on love. And people on the Greyhound, I told them what my mission was. I said, I hate Madonna, I hate Prince, I hate the kind of way the music industry's going. And people my age do not want to let the devil take over the world. I want to see love and romance. And it's always things about love. And I said, old-fashioned love is being destroyed by smut and Hollywood. And I followed my God. And Frankie told me a couple times when I spoke with him, I care about you. You're like, I'll tell you what I tell a daughter. You're not getting in this business. You're going to college. It's bad for me. And I made a lot of mistakes in my past I regret. He honestly said that before Jersey Boys was ever even a thought. And I said, well, let me do your biography. Let the world learn from your mistakes, because how the business is, and show that you're really a man of God and you do come out on top. You're Christian. You're aunt's and aunt. And he's like, I just want to keep it in the past, but I want to keep you from the hardship that I've endured and protect you. But I wouldn't listen to him. So then his role manager liked me. So we started seeing each other off and on, California, Cincinnati. And he tried to get me to marry him after we knew each other 4 or 5 years, and I didn't want to get married. And I met other people around him, and I got to know them, and they wanted to work with me. We became friends, but Frankie tried to protect me. Later, when he found out I was interested in someone in that business, and I'd gotten acquainted with a lot of people around him, he said, cut it off, because I don't think that person, you should be around that individual. I won't give the name of that individual, but he said, don't be around this person. See, if I'd listened to Frankie, I wouldn't be in this mess today. So Frankie's, he said he was his role manager. His name's Alan, contacted me, GABA. And he said, Frankie wants to meet you. And I said, well, can I get to work with him? Well, he wants to meet me. And he respects my marriage. He respects me. And he knows, he says, he thinks Bob really cares about me. Okay, so I couldn't meet him because I was scared to leave my house, because they threatened to kill my parents' souls they put here. So I got an invitation to meet him out of state, clearly platonic. And I've been going to this church this friend has online, Robbie Robinson, and praising people with his ex-band members. And I'll go to his church, and I love it. They want to kill me because I think Frankie is a man of God. So I got these tickets to Rupp Arena, because when I couldn't meet Frankie in 2 different places, he said, okay, I'm coming to Kentucky, since you don't want to leave your house. That way you can still stay at home and come and see me. So I got the tickets. And so they contact me when they couldn't kill me last night. They show me Cherokee Park. They said, we're going to drag you in the park and rip your heart out, because you'll never leave this town. Anytime my husband tried to drive to get me traveling for 5 years, they killed my father. They never would let me leave town. They play the deliverance song. They send me they send me, I'm supposed to be in a snow globe, and the beast is supposed to be surrounding me through Disney. They believe this shit. I don't. John Saul did a story called The Christmas Globe. I don't believe their stupid shit. And God's always with me. But I see them hurting Frankie, threatening to murder him. They said if he gets near me. So today they said, when I was going to see him in Rep Arena, that they're going to take me in the woods and rip my heart out, and I'll never see him. And I just want to say to Frankie, I know the pressure you're under being a Christian, but I want to let you know, if you were not so special by God, they wouldn't try hard to keep me away from you. It's because you are so divine that the devil wants you so bad. You do have wings, and your soul is still beautiful, and your heart is still beautiful. Don't let this deceiver do to you what it's trying to do to me. I know you have a gift I have never seen, and never doubt it. And I know you say you're still close to God. They're going to kill me to try to get me to willingly kiss this beast, and I refuse. And they said, whenever I stayed here to try to save my mom, they told me she was here and I wouldn't leave. They say, well, we took your mom and we got her away from you. Go look above Windstream where we tried to put her. And then they say, oh, we sent her to space. I just know God is strong, and I can't be anything but who God made me. God is my creator, and God is in my soul. And they never got me away from my husband, although Bob's ex and I've tried for years. And yes, I do love Frankie Valli, and I always wanted to work with him. That's been my dream, and I finally thought I achieved it in my 50s. But when God puts a song in my heart, and he introduced me to someone in my life that helps keep me closer to God, there's nothing about that that's dirty or evil. And you'll never make me dirty or evil. And I don't think you're ever going to get Frankie so. Because I think when God uses a man like him to lead people to God through his beautiful voice, all he sings about is love. Love is the greatest thing there is with God. Whatever you're trying to do to him in his older age, I can still see God working through him. And I'm going to cancel this concert, Frankie. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't want to endanger you. And if you come here, they will try to do something horrible to you. Stay away from the state. They won't let me leave Kentucky, Bob's ex. My life's in danger. They would have killed me last night. They didn't want me talking at the church. When I was talking to Robbie Robinson, and we were praising and singing, and we were having a church service online, and I was feeling the power. They came that night and tried to kill me. And I had to go online and tell everybody they're outside attacking me because I feel so close to God through his group, through him, because they've been Christians all their lives. I just pray that people will come here and try to protect me. I said, okay, if you save my parents' souls, I would leave this property, and I've told them that for years. If you save their souls that you say you put here and trapped some way, I will leave. But you know what? Not only do they not want to save souls, they want to try to tell me last night when this guy was attacking me, I'm going to go and bleed into the land. I want your blood and Bob's blood in this land. That's what this person was telling me by computer when they were attacking my heart last night, trying to kill me. Dance with the devil, they said. I said no. But I'm sorry, Frankie. I don't know any way that I could get to see you after all these years, even platonically, to even discuss working for you in cyber world, because the devil wants to keep us apart, and he wants to keep us enslaved and attacked all the time.